alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Ro Sohal and you are watching Arakan Times Daily English News. Today is Saturday, 8 March 2025. Today's news headlines: Newly arrived Rohingya apprehended and sent back by border guard Bangladesh BGP. Rohingya refugee abducted by kidnappers in Bangladesh. Severe clashes between Myanmar genocidal military junta and Arakan rebel group Arakan Army AA in Chokpyu Township. The Arakan rebel group Arakan Army AA collecting 5,000 cares per household registration document in Mongdo. Today's news details. It has been reported that the border guard Bangladesh BGP apprehended 20 Rohingyas who were newly entered in Bangladesh through Bandarban district from Mongdo Township. The 20 Rohingyas were apprehended by the border guard Bangladesh BGP at Alikadam Upazila bus stop at approximately 3 a.m. on March 5. While entering through Bandarban district, they were subsequently sent back to Mongdo at the same time. Further reports indicate that the 20 newly arrived Rohingyas were included children were pushed back by border guard Bangladesh BGP through the Pamuhuri border in Alikadam Upazila at approximately 3 a.m. on Wednesday, March 5, 2025. It has been reported that a Rohingya refugee man from the world's largest Rohingya refugee camp was abducted by the kidnappers while he was on his way to Cox's Bazar for daily work to earn few amount of money for his family on March 5. A Rohingya refugee from Camp 11, Block B11 was abducted on March 5. He was on his way to Cox's Bazar to look for a daily labor job. Some unknown people stopped him and took him away forcefully before he could reach his destination. He was severely beaten and only released after his family managed to pay 70,000 Bangladeshi taka to save his life. This Rohingya refugee man is a kind and hardworking man who depends only on his daily income to feed his 5 young children, a family member said. Incidents like this are happening again and again. It is a serious reminder for all Rohingya refugees living in camps to be very careful when leaving the camps. Heavy fighting between the Myanmar genocidal military junta and the Arakan rebel group Arakan Army AA intensified in Sima village, Chokpyu Township, Arakan State, Myanmar on March 5, 2025 in the afternoon. The battle, which began in the afternoon, lasted for several hours between the Myanmar genocidal military junta and the Arakan rebel group Arakan Army AA south of Sima village in Chokpyu Township. According to sources, many Arakan rebel group Arakan Army AA fighters were killed and injured, while one Myanmar military personnel sustained serious injuries during the clashes. A source confirmed that the Myanmar genocidal military captured an outpost of the Arakan rebel group Arakan Army AA, seizing 5 bodies of the Arakan rebel group Arakan Army AA fighters along with a large cache of weapons and ammunition. The seized weapons and ammunition are 1 84mm recoilless rifle, 2 RPG launchers, 2 Chinese submachine guns, 4 M22 rifles, 1 AK-47 rifle, 1 Type 81 rifle, 1 MA2 rifle, ammunition, magazines, bunkers, trenches, hand grenades, and explosive devices. According to the Arakan rebel group Arakan Army AA, fighting is still ongoing with over 300 Myanmar military personnel, including air support, retaliating against the Arakan Army AA in Sima village, Chokpyu Township. In Mongdo Township, Arakan State, the Arakan rebel group Arakan Army AA has been issuing new household registration document to Rohingya residents following a verification process similar to the Myanmar genocidal military junta's population checks, which began on January 13. While the Arakan rebel group Arakan Army AA initially issued these new household registration documents (SHR) for free in Mongdo, residents of Minglaji village are now required to pay 5,000 kyats per registration. The village administration claims that this fee is for food expenses for the Arakan rebel group Arakan Army AA. According to local sources, these are still over 600 households waiting for their new registration documents under the Arakan rebel group Arakan Army AA, a strategic plan similar to Myanmar genocidal military junta in the village. In areas like Lapokon refugee camp and other villages, the Arakan rebel group Arakan Army AA has been conducting population checks in a manner resembling the Myanmar genocidal military junta's procedure. They are photographing and verifying individuals based on the junta's previous host solicitation records before issuing new Rakhine rebel group Arakan Army AA approved documents. These documents bear the Rakhine rebel group Arakan Army AA seal and list the ethnic identity as Muslims rather than specifying any particular ethnicity. A local resident who participated in the verification process said, during the checks, families are lined up and photographs are taken one by one, just like in the military junta's verification process. If a household has only one person, they photograph that individual and collect their details. Even women were not allowed to wear their burqas during the process. After verification, the Arakan rebel group Arakan Army AA issues new household registration document with its official seal. These documents do not specify religion but list ethnicity as Muslims. If Rohingya is written, the Rakhine dislike it, and if Bangla is used, the Rohingya themselves reject it. Because of this historical sensitivity, the Rakhine rebel group Arakan Army AA has decided to use Muslim as a neutral term. The resident further added, it remains unclear why the Rakhine rebel group Arakan Army AA is conducting these population checks and issuing new household registration documents exclusively to Rohingya villagers. The verification process closely resembles the junta's population registration system, which has been in place since 1992 as part of a special project aimed at systematically oppressing and controlling the Rohingya people. A Rohingya activist said that the long history of population verification processes has been used as a tool of systematic oppression by various ruling entities. The Arkantam's team members are heartily thanksgiving to those who are daily watching, sharing, and doing like comments to the news uploaded on YouTube channels.